Yo, what is up, guys? And we are back for another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And what I want to do in this video today is kind of go over what I think would be kind of my perfect Saiyan Day celebration. I think very clearly, unless they go a completely different way with it, I think very clearly it's going to be Majin Buu Saga oriented. You might be thinking, well, why is LR Team Bardock up on the screen? Well, because it would only make sense. So if you look at over on the JP side of the game, they have just recently got the EZAs for the free-to-play Shugesh, Tora, Fasha, who's the other guy? Borgos, and then I believe this week, in the next couple of days, that should be the STR free-to-play Bardock. They're all getting their Extreme Z Awakenings through an Extreme Z area, right? I think it's very possible Global gets that Extreme Z area. And then, of course, to cap it off, we'll be able to get the last two copies of Team Bardock and this guy's EZA. This has been one of the most dead on arrival units I can remember in recent history. Actually, there are some others that we're going to go over as well for where I would like EZAs. So I think number one, this guy, again, like, you look at everything he does. So he actually does provide superclass allies attack by 30% for one turn, but okay, and he greatly raises attack for one turn here. These are not incredibly useful, incredibly good super attack effects, right? So certainly on Team Bardock, this guy can be okay. But like if you look at like some of these characters that have got their EZAs, you know, Borgos, Fasha, you know, Taurus, they're all better than this guy, like by a lot, right? He's got no real useful effects on a super attack. Of course, he is like a support type unit, which is really nice when all of these teams are like supporting each other, particularly these very small teams, you know, i.e. Team Bardock, i.e. Ginyu Force, that kind of thing. It's really nice when they all link up and stuff. But this guy's been dead on arrival since arrival, right? So I think it's very important that this guy gets his EZA and we get the last two copies, whether it be from missions. If you want to drop him in the Battlefield shop, I guess, but I really, really hope not. So let's go ahead and move on. I think it's pretty likely that this guy gets his EZA. Remember, we already know AGL Evolution Blue Vegeta getting the EZA, so I'm really thinking this is going to be Majin Buu Saga oriented. I really do think so, but it could just be straight up all Vegeta, right? And that would make this whole entire thing, you know, for naught. But I kind of went for the Majin Buu Saga side of things. Again, I do know that, you know, AGL Evolution Blue Vegeta is getting his EZA. We can talk about that in a different video. But just kind of keep that in mind. These are ones that we have not got, by any means, any confirmation of. These are just kind of like some units I would really like to see get some play, right? Get some use out of them. So this would be a pretty impactful EZA. Actually on a decent number of teams. You know, could be impactful on like that grade 8 power team. Storied Figure sucks. Like, that would be a good addition to the Storied Figures team. Obviously, Team Bardock and low-class Warriors. I guess Pure Saiyans as well. If you make them like a Pure Saiyan support, that makes them incredibly valuable, right? 40% attack, defense, and 3 key. Let's go ahead and just move right down the line here. So you guys may recall that if I actually just added another unit to it, right? I forgot one. You guys may recall a while back, this guy, and then this guy all dropped from a story event, right? Well, was that 2 years ago, I think? We got these guys in a story event. And again, these are 3 other units that have just been like, I know that they're free to play and whatever, but they've just been dead on arrival, dude. Like, has this guy ever got any play, Goku Angel? He's the only one in the game. Actually, on JP, he's quite literally the only Goku Angel in the game. On Global, of course, we can get the SR that actually coincidentally awakens from this guy. So, like, if we go back here, if we go back here, come on. If we go back here, here's the other SSR, right? The awakened SR Goku Angel. This is the only other one in the game. So I think that like some of these units, you know, even like Goten, there's not like a really good base Goten or anything like that. Like you could easily do some stuff. Speaking of units that there's not really a good standalone version of, this guy. The last good Ultimate Gohan, oh my god, dude, the last good Ultimate Gohan was, I mean, if you want, I guess Tech Ultimate Gohan, but he's Teen Gohan, right? I mean, as he drops in summons, he is Teen Gohan. This guy's Ultimate Gohan, there's not really, at this point, a good standalone Ultimate Gohan. I would absolutely fucking adore an LR, even a yellow coin LR Ultimate Gohan. I think Ultimate Gohan of all characters, he deserves it. He was handling Boo until he got, you know, he got jacked up a little bit, but mostly he got absorbed, right? But I love that fight between Ultimate Gohan and Super Boo, right? Such a great fight. What a memorable moment. I'd love to see this guy get some play. He's not very good, but like he's all of these guys provide support, which is really, really nice. So I'd love to see those guys get a little play. Again, more Dead on Arrival characters incoming. So this guy, is he all level 1 links? I mean, damn near, right? I've basically almost never used this guy. So this guy is a super class Majin Buu Saga support. Key to attack and defense 30%, which is great. And he raises attack, which is great, but dude, this guy's going to be sitting there like 100k defense or less, and he would just absolutely get you killed in today and age difficult content, right? So I definitely want to see this guy get an EZA. I feel like he came out not too long ago, but it's been long enough, I would say, right? Didn't he dropped the other side of the Angel SS2 Goku, right? The Int one. And then same thing with Dabura. Now, Dabura was a bit more useful because he raises defense, of course. If you make both of these guys just greatly stack attack and defense, I think, you know, you've got some really good cards on your hands, of course. So you can go ahead and separate it Extreme and Superclass if you'd like. They've already kind of done that. They started to do that a while back, really, with this celebration, because the Majin Buu Saga is just so expansive. There's such a crazy, just like wide varieties in the game, right? That are on the Majin Buu Saga. You know, everyone from a character like Dabura, who's got like these weird, you know, Master of Magic, Majin Resurrection, Bland Loyalty links. And you've got a lot of Saiyans. So speaking of Saiyans, dude, can we please give me a reason to Dokkan Awaken this guy and make him just fucking crazy good. Remember, you can make these free-to-play units really, really good because they're only getting the free-to-play stats, right? So they're only getting, plus 3,000 to their stats, right, from the Hidden Potential system. I believe that is the case, right? Let me check here. Yeah, plus 3,000. So this guy's getting a little bit plus or minus because he's STR, but so again, you can make this guy's passive like redonkulous, right? You could even give him a semi-solid leader skill, right? If you want to give him, you know, 100% to extreme class and then 4 key, that would be really, really nice. He's got the bones of being like a really, really solid option. And, you know, you can never have too many Majin Vegetas, right? You could make him, depending on what they do with the Majin Vegeta, I assume it's going to be a standalone Majin Vegeta. But assuming that it is, I mean, you could make this guy even like a support unit, you know, for, you know, Super Saiyan 2 or something like that. And then, of course, this is the other side of the coin, right? So this is the Super Saiyan 2 Goku Angel. This guy could be really, really fun. They both, look at him, he greatly raises defense for 1 turn. Now, again, he's got low free-to-play stats, so just, you know, keep that in mind. And mine actually is un-Dokkan Awakened. I've never had a reason to purchase the Dokkan Awakening medals. Unless you were coming into the game right when these guys dropped, why would you ever get these guys? Because they were just dropping LRs. At the time of these guys getting their Dokkan Awakenings, I think, don't quote me here, but I believe the only LR you could get, well, you could get the Fizz Ginyu, right? With the special Awakening medals. Or you could get the Metal Cooler Army, right? Those were really the only 2 LRs. And at that point, you're just prioritizing rainbowing the LRs before you pick up any more copies of these guys. So these guys are pretty inexpensive in the Baba Shop. The problem is Dokkan Awakening, right? They both require 30. So I think it'd be really cool if they gave us a lot of Battlefield gems or just straight up gave us a way to more easily acquire some of those medals, right? So I would love a reason to use my Battlefield gems just right now until they drop more copies of the Shadow Dragons. I guess I just have no reason to use them. I would feel bad for the folks on JP because it requires a metric shit ton of Battlefield gems to fully EZA the Fizz Ginyu Force. But again, I think that could be something really, really cool they could do. This is another unit you can purchase from the Baba Shop. So this is a Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Again, you can make these free-to-plays busted, right? Look at how useless this guy is, man. Key 3 gives himself Key 3, which is nice. He's an over and a flash unit. He's got Fierce Battle. I mean, that's solid, right? That's right. He awakens from the OG, well, not the OG, but the second Super Saiyan 3 medal, right? So look at how useless he is, right? He's just sitting here doing nothing. He's reversed currently, just, for when I want to feed in, SSRs and stuff to him and try to raise his SA and such. And again, another unit that, like, I wish this guy was good, right? He's got the bones of being very, very good. Well, I say the bones. He's got basically, he's a blank slate. I mean, you can keep this high chance of 180. And if you're increasing his stats, which of course TURs do get an increase in stats, if you're increasing his stats, that could be very significant. If you're increasing his stats a bit, and maybe you make that high chance of attack 250 or high chance of attack 250, and then maybe you give him a separate proc, high chance of defense 250 or something. I mean, you could make them, again, you can make these free-to-plays really, really good, right? Why not, man? Why not? Make the game free-to-play friendly. So who else am I missing here? We went over to this guy here, I think is the last one I haven't mentioned. So the Great Saiyaman 2, right? The Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman. I think a lot of folks, myself included, we've been waiting on this guy to get his EZA. He's just one of these units that has just really just fallen to the sands of time, right? When would this guy ever get play, right? I mean, never ever. He gets no defense at start of turn, no defense on super. He gets a little bit of attack for 3 turns. Whoop-de-fucking-do. That'd be a really, really solid option for, like, the World Tournament team. Not that the World Tournament is anything to really write home about, but slowly but surely they are adding some World Tournament units. For instance, like the LR EZA of the Goten and Trunks, right? They're a really solid World Tournament option. But let's go ahead and move on from EZAs. I had a feeling that it would monopolize the majority of this video because I think a lot of players in the Dokkan Battle community truly value EZAs, right? You're turning these units that are... Does anyone use any of these units? I mean, just be honest. Unless it's a very, very specialized situation or something, or you're grinding story events or something for the additional drop boost or something. When are you using these units? Never, ever is the answer. So, let's go ahead and move on to some other facets of the celebration I'd like to see. I mean, this one is a complete layup. Add some new missions to Fighting Legend Vegeta. And if you wanted to be really nice, you could add them to the Fighting Legend Goku GT edition, of course. But like if we look here, go ahead and look at the missions real quick. So there are a few that we already have. So there are actually additional ones on JP. I'm drawing a blank. They're brand spanking new over there on JP, but I believe one of them was like Beyond Super Saiyan. Like there were some really, really easy peasy ones over there. But we've got Worthy Rivals. We've got Powerful Comeback, we've got Siblings Bond, we've got Otherworld Warriors, so and then Mastered Evolution. A lot of those are very heavy Vegeta type teams. And I would go ahead and trying to promote Vegeta. Why not just do a Vegeta's Family mission, a Pure Saiyans mission, and you could do like an all-out struggle mission for, a unit like... I believe only the super... I think I'd have... Let's go ahead and check right now, actually. So let's go ahead and check Majin Vegeta's, huh? So we'll go ahead and look. Does Majin Vegeta... Does he get the, like, all-out struggle? I think it's only Super Saiyan 2 into Majin Vegeta gets all-out struggle, which is really dumb, but I mean, what are you going to do? But that could be, like, a fun mission for sure. Let's go ahead and go back to events here. I think another thing that we can keep in mind is if they go ahead and try to... implement some of these free-to-play EZAs. Hopefully it is Majin Buu Saga. Majin Buu Saga needs some stuff. That would segue very well into Global's next celebration, and it might give people a reason to summon on the Dual Dokkan Festival banners, right? The ones that are coming up. The JP New Year's celebration, right? The Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and then the Extreme STR Kid Buu, right? The TUR Kid Buu. So it really could segue quite well if they go Majin Buu Saga. I think it'd be a really, really nice idea. If we go to the Portal of Memories here just real quick, remember we've got this Extreme Z area already. So we could add some more stages to this Extreme Z area if we go through with the free-to-play units that I want their EZAs for, right? The Angel Goku, the Kid Goten, and then the Ultimate Gohan. So that could be a really, really cool thing. I'm really, really jazzed for Saiyan Day, man. And again, It's my birthday, so I hopefully we can get together with like DBZ Blaze and do some summons and stuff like that. Like, it should be a great time, and we have yet to have a really just like amazing through the roof Saiyan Day celebration. I really feel like Saiyan Day, the character and the animations and stuff is always relatively hype, but the celebration itself, I feel like in a lot of years, the last 3 years, has really fallen flat. I mean, we got AGL Bardock 2 years ago, It Broly 2 years ago. Remember, AGL Bardock is when we got Team Bardock. I feel like it just like things are aligning in the stars, and I feel like 2022 has easily been Dokkan's best year, at least over there on the JP side of the game, right? So let's go ahead and kind of finish up with some more stuff I want to see. Maybe some free-to-play units. How about that? So we'll go ahead and finish it out here, but I think it really, again, I'm really banking on it being Majin Buu Saga. It makes sense to me to just go for the Majin Buu Saga, considering it needs buffs, and it would segue very well into Global Celebration. But, like, if we can get some of these guys, right, some of Babidi's minions, just make them free-to-plays, man. You don't have to make them insanely crazy. If you want to, like, give them some good utility, you know, maybe, like, Yakan, has a chance to stun, and maybe Pui Pui, you know, seals, and then you could do, like, if you wanted to, you could do a free-to-play Deborah who, like, seals and whatever else, you know what I mean? Maybe he, what could Deborah do? He could heal or something. I don't know, man. You could do whatever you wanted, really, but, you know, I think another point to kind of keep in mind here is you look at a lot of these. So let's go ahead and go to the character list. We'll just go ahead and go to Majin Buu Saga real quick. And we'll go ahead and wrap up this video in just a second. I know it's almost 20 minutes at this point. So let's go ahead and just remove all tags, right? Remove all tags. There we go. So if we go ahead and just kind of check out the squad, right? Like, a lot of these units, if we kind of look here, like, there could be some really hype ones. Like this guy getting his EZA. I don't see it being very likely, considering AGL Evolution Blue Vegeta is already getting his. Who else? Like, a lot of these units already have, like, EZAs, or they're really new, or, you know what I mean? So, like, I guess you could give, like, this guy his EZA. You could skip ahead a little bit and give this guy their EZA. That could be really interesting for a Majin Buu Saga celebration. But, like, you look, and a lot of these units just all straight up already have their EZA. This guy would make an excellent EZA, dude. Oh, yeah. He's on a zillion teams. Oh, my God. That guy's EZA would be pretty significant. But, like, again, more characters were like, this guy's World Tournament. Like, you're not going to... When have they ever, you know, EZA'd a World Tournament unit? This guy gets his EZA a different way, right? You got to log in 2,000 days. But a lot of these units, like this guy, has already had his time in the sun, right? So this guy got his EZA like 3+ years ago. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of these units have just come and gone, right? Like, you know, these guys got their EZA. Hercule hasn't got his EZA. That could be a good one, too. This guy's still relatively runnable, right? Because his damage reduction is so ridiculous. This guy got his EZA already on JP, along with the STR Goku, right? So there's just a lot of units. Again, this is a World Tournament Ultimate Gohan. I'm not going to do anything with him. So, like, there's just... This guy's too new, you know what I mean? This guy, too new, I would say, to probably get his EZA. But, like, they only have so many options unless they drop a lot of new characters. And I would say that probably for what I would call Saiyan Day, for the most part, a pretty hype celebration, but they need to do a little bit more, in my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here, to, you know, to spare you guys a little bit, right? I could ramble on forever about what I want. But again, some really solid free-to-play units. Give us some ridiculous EZAs. Give us that LR EZA. Give us some stages for, you know, fighting Legend Vegeta. And we'll be set, right? And if you want to throw in an Infinite Dragon Ball History, I would take that as well. Or some other new, long, you know, user-friendly event. Slap a like if you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you want to do in the comments below. Let me know what you think of my celebration in the comments below. Consider subscribing if you happen to be new. I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you for your support. It means the world. And I will catch you in the next one. Later.